I'm actually back in my favourite location, FIAT, but it's routine maintenance this time. There's my van. I've just come back to it. I left it up here this morning, and basically it was Cambelt day. So let's go in. I haven't been in yet. I've just driven up. I'm going to take my motor home tonight. So let's go and get the keys, settle out the bill, see what's going on. All good, hopefully. God, maybe we need one of these. Look at the colour of this. Wow, that looks lovely, that one. So I walked in the showroom and I've just been sidetracked again. I saw the one outside, the same colour as this, and literally, what's going on here? And he's just taken the roof off it to make it look a bit sort of like summery. Is that the reason? And then the next thing he's telling me he's taken 10 grand off it. But it certainly looks the bizzo. What do you think? Look at this. God, look at the wheels on it. Absolutely mad. And I was just telling him the story about the guys we met from Oregon at the ferry port in Dunkirk. There's even a lovely little lime green duck on the bonnet. God, look at that. I am actually getting sidetracked, eh? No. I've got a roller skate. I've got a little roller skate car on my motorhomer. He's saying, "Have you got one of these?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't got one of these." What happened to you?
There you go. They give you the duck. So in America, they put them on the Jeeps.
Oh right, okay. Oh, so I'll put one in my motorhome. How about that?
You've been ducked.
Thanks a lot, top man, mate. Thanks a lot. There we go. Look, I've gone away with a little duck, so I'm absolutely blessed today. Right, let's go and sort this bill. Right, the transaction's been made, 855, so all tickety-boo. I'm hopefully in the cab is the old Cambelt, which I'm itching to have a look at because I asked them to put it back in just to see what the condition's like, so I'll have a look in a minute. So we'll get back to examination of the Cambelt in a second. I literally made the break basically to try and catch the weighbridge to get a updated weight of what it is actually weighing at the moment, the motorhome. Bearing in mind, I've just been thinking about it, well, the only thing is we haven't got our suitcases in at the moment, but at the end of the day, 3.3 tons, that's really impressed with that. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm just on another little mission now. I'm just going to go in, I was running a little bit low on diesel, so I'm going to try and get some diesel in as well, and maybe some LPG. I'm not desperate for LPG, but yeah, we'll get back to examination of the Cambelt shortly when I get parked up. So trying to squeeze a few little things in a short space of time, and it's now 5:15. So let's see what we can do. Get the diesel in, and it's all good. Diesel price today, 131.9, and auto gas is 102.9. Right, and we're just making sure. You know what I'm like when it comes to Trago Mills. I don't think I've actually been back. So V-Power diesel, that's what I want. So there it is, the fuel, the LPG, and whilst going in there I thought, oh, because I'm probably going to take my mats out later on, and they got some nice little mats here, that $149 for that size mat. So I've just picked up a little selection in Trago Mills. They're absolutely cheap as chips. The bigger ones, what are they, $460, something like that. So a couple of brown mats just to sling on the floor. So right, we'll put them in the back on the floor. Anyway, right, let's have a look at this Cambelt, because then I'm getting home for me tea. I've just literally got me fuel done and thought, right, I just need to wrap this little video up. So let's have a look inside here. So what I've got back is the tensioner. There's the tensioner, the little belt tensioner. There's the little gear wheel that just literally helps the belt and in its direction. And there's a bit, obviously there's a bearing in there as well, just in that one. So it all looks really good, to be honest. There is the belt. So bearing in mind, this Moho has actually, what have they got on here? The recorded mileage today is 56,800. So just to give you a rough idea of what the belt is like, I wanted to see this belt just to examine it myself, and you can see that it's in really good condition. Obviously it's coming up as well to the 6 years in July, but there is actually no splitting in that belt whatsoever, to be honest. So yeah, just an interesting one to see that. Like, it's just it's a peace of mind operation. Everybody knows the Cambelt scenario, and it's just that period of time. And I was talking to the guy on the phone today. I said, how's it looking? I could do with seeing that belt. And he said, mate, you never know what's happening inside this belt. It's got metal cords and stuff, and if they do, it's one of those things. Anyway, that is the belt. He rang me because he said, you've got down here for the oil to be changed in the gearbox. And I'm like, yeah, so what do you think? And he said, mate, have you had any issues with it? And I'm like, no. Leave it alone then. I'm like, you reckon? Is that what you recommend? Leave it alone. If it's not broken, if you don't need to touch it. It's the oil in the gearbox, he said, is in there for life. And I'm like, there's no leaks, there's no issues. I know people have had issues with their gearbox changing, the automatic gearbox, the Comfortmatic. I've not had any issues whatsoever. So we are going to take his advice on that. There is Fiat Professional. And so it was literally just the belt to change, the tensioner, the Cambelt is now changed, and I'm kind of like, okay mate, happy days. Did I show you the price earlier on? I've actually paid $855.16, okay? The labour on that, the quantity was 3.50. I've got a tracker on this. I forgot all about the tracker. I was busy today. Later on in the day, I was like, oh, is it it moved. I know the time it was in the workshop. Okay, I'm not going to quibble, guys. All right, literally, I'm happy. Peace of mind. The job is done. They seem to be good advice, and there you go. So I'm smiling, to be honest. I've got my motorhome, all them issues that we had previously ironed out. We're just happy to carry on the scenario, and let's get going again. Let's forget all about the past. Let's get going, and let's have a good time. I was on the telephone to a friend of mine last night, just diverging a little bit. I need to crack on in a minute because I've got to go home for my tea. But they're looking at motorhomes for the first purchase, and we were on the telephone for probably an hour and a half, and yeah, and motorhome prices are still, that's why we've kind of like reinvested a little bit in this motorhome. Motorhomes are absolutely ridiculous amounts of money, huge amounts of money, and maintaining them, you know, okay, we'll leave it there. We'll leave this video there. So thanks for watching. I hope that's kind of maybe some questions. I hope I've like covered the aspects. Yeah, leave us a comment. What do you think? Let's get some comments rolling. I will answer any questions if I've missed anything in the comments, hopefully. So if you want extra information, if we get comments on this, read down through the comments. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you on the next video.